Hello there. Welcome to my list of nice to haves for your newborn baby. I loved watching this kind of video when I was pregnant, so I really wanted to make one myself. So let's dive in. I was so shocked when I saw my son's hands for the first time. First of all, they were really big, like bigger than I was expecting. And second of all, the nails were so long. And I asked the nurse while I was in the hospital if I could have a nail file, and she said they didn't have any. So we just went ahead and covered our newborn's hands with mittens while he was in the hospital because we had some of those. It would have really been nice to have one of these to take the edge off those claws. Next is NoseFrida. You've probably seen this one floating around on essential lists before, and that's for good reason. This thing works. If you're not familiar, it sucks out the boogers out of your baby's nose because, of course, they don't understand yet how to blow their own nose. And yeah, this has just come in handy every day, really, when he was a newborn. Continuing on the thread of newborn nose care is saline solution. This helps to loosen up mucus in your child's nose, and they do have saline spray, but for a newborn I really liked the dropper bottles instead because they were a little bit more gentle. You could just hold your child at an angle and put the solution into their nose more gently than a spray, which kind of scared my baby. This bottle washer was a lifesaver. It really cut down on the time that we were spending washing bottles. Basically, you put in the dirty bottles, fill up the tank with water, you pop in a little soap tablet, you press a button, and the bottles come out washed, sterilized, and dried. Up next is this little scrubby. So this really helped with our son's cradle cap. Just a simple little tool. It takes off those flakes on their scalp, and we still use it even when he's 1 year old today to kind of wash his scalp and make sure we get all the soap in. This is the lotion that I really liked for my son's cradle cap, and it just in general is a good body lotion too. Fragrance free and very moisturizing. Next is a wearable breast pump. I thought that this was just way better than the corded breast pump that I started off with. You can, walk around and do things with it. This is more of an opportunity for me to do a PSA on, I feel like in the hospital where I was, they really pushed the corded traditional type of breast pump, and they kind of discouraged me from using or even trying at first a wearable breast pump. But I wish I just would have started off with the wearable one because it was comfortable. And yeah, I couldn't do without it, especially going back to work. So please know that there's like easier, more discreet forms of pumping milk than, just being tied to your big old corded breast pump. Next, we have a Bedside Bassinet. So I really kind of fought getting one of these at first because I thought, well, the footprint of it in our bedroom is going to be substantial. And I really, put our child into this more portable bassinet at first. We would move it around from the living room to the bedroom every day. And I thought that was okay. But then I just really decided that I wanted to have our son at eye level when we were sleeping at night. And that's the beauty of this thing. It's, you hear a little fussing at 3 a.m. and you can quickly glance over and, even comfort your child just by putting your hand over the railing while you're still laying in bed. So, again, I wish I would have just gone for this from day one. And look how cute he looks. It was definitely worth it, even though it took up quite a bit of space in our bedroom. Next is diaper cream spray. This invention is just so convenient, especially when you're on the go. It makes things really easy. I also like the formula. I think that it really did a good job of keeping diaper rash away. Next is the Oball. This is a simple little toy that helped my son learn to grab things. So at first, I think it was definitely an accident when his cute little fingers would grab onto the ball, but over time, it definitely became an intentional movement that he was making. And yeah, it's just a simple little thing that helped him practice. My next pick is this Zelda bib. This item was a really good blend of fashion and function. In general, I really like bibs that aren't just a simple piece of rectangular fabric. I really like one that has like a pocket in the front to catch food that drops down, and something that has a lot of coverage, like this one. We really liked wrapping our baby in these lightweight star pattern blankets. I think it's a good idea to have a range of blankets and of different sizes and fabrics. But this is the one that I definitely reached for the most. I really like this baby scale, especially when our baby was a newborn. We were worried about his weight gain, and this just put our mind at ease between doctor's visits. We were able to see, even day to day, if he was gaining ounces. Once the newborn doctor appointments start becoming further and further apart, this also makes it easy to weigh your child for his baby book. So if you have a baby book that records, every month how much they weigh and how tall they are, this makes it really easy. Another really simple thing that we picked up was this wipe container. So it might seem kind of pointless or unnecessary, but it's just really convenient to be able to put all our wipes into this container. It has a weight inside that holds down the wipes, and it just makes diaper changes easier. You can pull the wipes out one-handed. You don't have to hold down the container. Family Album is a photo sharing app that we use to share our photos of our baby with the grandparents and other family members. It keeps all your pictures and videos in one place so that you don't have to send endless text messages. It has a lot of great features, including a really awesome widget that I keep on my phone home screen that lets me see, blast from the past photos of my kid throughout the year. I really liked the Dr. Brown's water dispenser. It made creating bottles of formula really easy because it kept the water at the perfect temperature. You just put the bottle under the water tank and press the button and fill up your bottle, and you're good to go. Finally, very honorable mention is a maternity leave consultation. I recommend going on Google and just searching your state and maternity leave consultation to find somebody who's an expert in the state that you're in the United States. Dealing with HR, letting your boss know that you're going to be taking maternity leave, what to expect from the process, and most importantly, figuring out how much time you're going to be able to take off. My HR department at my work wasn't that helpful, to be honest, so just having this person in my corner walking me through it with good information and reassuring me about all the steps I was taking was really wonderful. I love to be proactive about this kind of thing when it comes to things like this at work, so this was invaluable. So those are my picks. Thank you so much for watching.